nation's capital. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So the new-look Steelers offense headed out for their first drive, led by a man in his 13th NFL season now. First as a Steeler, Russell Wilson.
After a tough couple of years in Denver, Wilson finally gets his fresh start, and he's certainly hoping to make the most of it. Truthfully, though, it's been tough sledding ever since being traded from Seattle a few years back, but he still has the talent and tools to make this next chapter a positive one.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Wilson to throw right away. And this one nearly picked off. Well, kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
It's zone defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
Wilson. Setting up the screen, Harris. Stiff-armed him. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
They go play action now. Wilson. He gets that to the longtime Charger. It's Mike Williams. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
To throw again is Wilson. Complete to Washington. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Now 2nd and 5. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
That is caught. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now a give. Running left is Harris. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Caught on the slant. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They wanted to throw for it. A surprise does not work on 4th and goal from the 1. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. So the Commanders make their way out on offense for the first time here, and it's the rookie Jaden Daniels, the number 2 overall pick, leading the way.
And he was the number 2 overall pick in the draft because he is special. A dual threat athlete at the quarterback position, beats you with his arm and his legs, and runs the ball better than any quarterback since maybe Lamar Jackson came out of Louisville. But with that being said, he's got to be smart about how he runs the football. He puts himself in position to take some big shots. He's got to be on the field and available for him and his team to be successful.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
We talk about setting a tone or beginning a drive. That run was absolutely textbook. I'm telling you, partner, now they're not just thinking about an easy drive. They're thinking about maybe taking it downfield.
Yeah, started at their 2. Now they've got a heavy amount of breathing room. Play action. Now it's Daniels. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Running on first down, Eckler. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Off the play fake, Daniels. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 44-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Being chased out left. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Thanks to his effort, they now have a big choice to make here. He just ran them into field goal range with that one, so here come the choices. Do they kick it here, or do they trust him to make another big play and possibly get a first down?
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. The back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Now a first down carry for Harris. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. We're scoreless after 1. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. Williams brings it in. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. A short one there to Freiermuth. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Harris running straight ahead. Fighting his way through contact. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 22 and a first down.
Okay, let's do our version of name dropping here. Let's show off a little knowledge, right? The A gap, the gap between the center and the guard on either side, right? Both sides. Control that. You're going to control an inside running game.
And he had to feel satisfied because he hit that gap, broke the contact. He loves that.
That's the best part, right? That's what he's going to ask the coach to run back on film
Let me see that one more time.
Show that again, coach. Look how my legs kept churning. I just kept moving, and he did to the tune of a big game.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. On the give, this is Harris. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. Throwing is Wilson. That's caught. It's Austin left side. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Here's Wilson to throw. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Harris. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Here's Daniels. This pass complete to McLaurin going across the middle.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Here's 2nd and 10. Daniels looking to throw.
Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Throwing now is Daniels.
And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first two drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Tressway on fourth down is sent out to punt.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
2nd and 10.
Now it's Wilson.
Completes this one to Pickens. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Third down and 6.
From the shotgun, Wilson.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Fourth down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt.
That's pulled in at the 32. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
Second down and a yard. Now Daniels. And yet again it's McLaurin.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
An injury going to pause the game here, and it looks like it's Terry McLaurin who's in some discomfort. Not sure what happened. Hopefully this is nothing major. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
To the air goes Daniels.
And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
The rookie from LSU leading this offense well. A good throw there leads to a 1st down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. To throw is Daniels.
To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
Zach Ertz as the first half is winding down.
And the Commanders have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
5 plays there on that drive.
And it ends with a Zach Ertz touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Quan Martin there on the tackle.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They are all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Here's a 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. Just a gain of a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it, and were able to keep the drive moving.
Nifty footwork at the 45. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. Daniels. That's to the speedster Olamide Zaccheaus. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Daniels. This will be caught by Brown. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And this is Ertz with it, right side. No gain on the play. And that'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. On the option, here's Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Daniels. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
De'Ami Brown
From 10 yards out.
and the Commanders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
You throw, what, a touchdown strike?
there you go. That's my man in concert.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told.
And it's De'Ami Brown who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
They'll try the right side with Harris. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 44 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Now here's another carry for Harris. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson.
Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens.
They should have put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Two yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now at Commanders Field.
It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 21, here's a 2nd and 7. Wilson. And he's got it. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Mike Williams from 21 yards away. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Extra point now by Boswell. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So that drive in total 8 plays. And in the end, it was Mike Williams who capped the drive with a touchdown reception. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Play action, now it's Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
They go play action. Daniels. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack.
One of the league's best linebackers. He ended that play almost before it began, and the running back absolutely overmatched no matter what he tried to do.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing second and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like second and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a first down.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5.
And that's one of those where it feels like backyard football in a sense. You say, forget about the route. Just run to the open spot in the middle of the field, and I'll find you. Good throw, good concentration on the catch, and they pick up the first down.
This is a counter play. Eckler. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
He'll get this to Eckler. They'll give him 4 yards there, and they're going to face a third down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
If they get nothing else here on third down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot.
Working out of the gun, Daniels.
Forced out to his left.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the first down.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10.
Operating from the gun, Daniels.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he's going to be out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss on the play, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
They'll come up now on second down.
Looking to throw. Daniels. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Now first and goal.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Second and goal from the 1.
Eckler. He is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Third down and goal coming up here.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Austin Eckler taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Commanders answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with the touchdown run to take the lead.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told.
And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
Here's Wilson.
Completes this to Jefferson. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it. That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Final minute, one timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Seibert on for the PAT.
He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here's 1st down.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Now it's Wilson.
That's to Freiermuth. And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now third down as the clock runs.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
One last shot for Wilson. And he fins him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
Yeah, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.
The Commanders pick up the victory as we say so long from our nation's capital.